I'm gonna need for you to chill out. Okay? Chill out. Okay?
Ta-da!
What is up, Chubbs? What is happening, my Damie?
What a top.
It is your girl, your favorite Chubbette here. So, I was sent a video of amberlynn talking about the weight loss doctor the first time. So I haven't seen that video. So I'm going to react to her first run-in with the weight loss doctor. So the video is called Truth About the Weight Loss Doctor. So I'm going to react to that. And if it's some dry areas, if you see Joey Gladstone, I didn't cut them out. And she is sped up to 1.25 speed. And if you want to watch it in its entirety, I will leave the link to the video in the description box if you want to check it out. And if you want to get notified whenever your girl posts, feel free to subscribe and like the video. I'm trying to get to 1,500 by my birthday. And as always, I appreciate you. And if you have any suggestions you want me to react to, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Or you can go to my Instagram, in my banner, and my YouTube channel. And you can send me a DM and I'll check it out from there. And I'm not going to hold you. So without further ado, let's get into.
Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about the weight loss doctor, the program, kind of like how I'm feeling, what I'm doing after the high and the newness of it kind of has worn off. I really want to make this video short, sweet, to the point. I'm going to try my hardest not to ramble, but
even though I have a gut feeling she's going to ramble because she's a ramble girly, I'm just going to keep this short for myself. As a weight loss surgery recipient, my highest was 320. I got down to 230. Before I even got the surgery, I tried other things for 4 years before I decided to get the surgery. They did not work. They worked, but then they did not work. So I decided to do the surgery. I am currently 230 pounds. I have not been 230 pounds since I was 21, and I'm going to be 43 in July. So do I regret? No. Am I plateauing? Yes. Am I gaining? Obviously not. But the thing about it is, weight loss surgery, I tell anybody, is a big decision, and you got to make damn well sure that that is what you want, because there is no going back, period.
I do have a lot going on up here, a lot I want to talk about. I feel like I'm totally going to forget everything because I didn't write any notes. Usually I do. I'll write notes in videos where I just have a lot to say, but I didn't do that this time. I'm just going to, go off the whim and really just talk about how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. So as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I went to a weight loss doctor. I was so excited. I was like amped up. I was nervous. Fabulous. But more than anything, I was excited because I was finally going to see someone that could possibly change my life forever. And I was just thinking a lot of positive thoughts, and I was sending myself positive affirmations, and I really, really wanted this to be good for me. I was so like amped and like high off of the thought of finally putting my life and my diet, my food into someone else's hand instead of my own, because I have failed time and time again. You guys know that.
It just seems weird because we look at her now. Obviously, we know that she has failed or whatever, but I'm just want to see what the excuse she's going to give of why she didn't follow through with this doctor. So I'm just interested of what this first go round, why it didn't work for her.
The thing is, I fail each new diet change, but I never, ever stop and truly just give up. That is something I will never do. It's kind of like when you first learn how to ride a bike, you keep failing and falling off, and it keeps happening. You keep falling. But what do? You get back on that bike and keep trying. To me and for me, during this journey, I kind of feel like I'm riding a bike.
Come on now. Cut it out. Quit it. Come on, knock it off.
So for some reason, I thought all of it was out the window. My fear for change was gone, and I was going to do whatever this doctor told me to do. So I was going in super optimistic through the whole situation, and You know, when you're on a high and you don't sleep on it.
Why she keep calling it a high? Yes, I live near a train. You're gonna hear trains. And I'm not closing my window because it's like 80 plus degrees outside. But what is this high she keeps? You know, I wouldn't say a high. I was excited. I don't know about a high though, but she's using high on a high a lot.
You kind of act kind of manic, or at least for me, I do. You know, I am bipolar. So it was a little bit of a manic situation. I was like, yeah, let's do this thing no matter what he tells me to do and all this stuff. So I was ready for it. Went to the grocery store. I was gonna change my whole life, you guys. I slept on it.
Oh no.
I woke up the next day and I was ready to eat the meal plan that he told me to eat. If you guys don't remember, that was 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And for my snacks, I was allowed to have beef jerky.
Okay.
For lunch, I was going to have a TV dinner of my choice. And then for dinner, I was going to have a turkey burger or a piece of chicken and some broccoli. See, when I say broccoli, it feels very weird on the mouth.
Oh, it does.
And I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm not saying this is a bad weight loss doctor.
Oh.
He's probably freaking amazing. But I do find some things odd and strange. And I had time to kind of rethink, rehash, and figure out if this is right for me. See, the thing is, I've had a lot of people contact me and tell me, you know, sometimes the first weight loss doctor you see isn't going to be the right one.
That is true.
Sometimes you don't even need to see a weight loss doctor. You need to see a nutritionist.
That is true.
You know, and all this stuff. And I didn't want to believe it. I was like, no, this is going to be my one and only. I'm so excited. But let me just talk for a minute. So the first thing I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me. For someone my size, a lot of people...
Excuse me? I need to find another video. That don't sound right. That doesn't sound right. You go to a weight loss doctor, I'm assuming at this time she's 500 plus pounds, and they telling you it's not right for you. Or is it not right for you at that moment? They want to see you lose weight, because my surgeon, Dr. Headley, love him to pieces, he wants you to lose weight first. Like just about any doctor that I know of, they want you to try to lose some weight first. A lot of them, they want you to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds by a couple of visits. Like they want you to lose a certain amount of weight. Or if you don't lose anything at all, the main thing is they don't want you to gain. Otherwise, they'd be like, I see you next appointment, because you're not committed or something else is going on. But normally, they'd be like, see you next appointment. So I'm trying to figure out, did this doctor tell her it's not right for her or right for her at that moment? Because I feel like she's kind of not telling the whole thing.
Well, my size, they get told that weight loss surgery is right for you.
This don't make
this is
any
how you're
sense.
going to save your life. But he didn't want to give me weight loss surgery. I had told him I had the money. And he still explained to me, he didn't think weight loss surgery was going to make me lose weight.
First of all, it does not matter if you have the money or not. I mean, any good one anyways, because your safety is a priority. It could have been, I really think he told her that it's because he want her to get down a certain size, then say, yeah, now we can do the weight loss surgery. Because not everybody's doctor now. Not everybody's willing to make that risk. So I really think he said, not at the moment. I want to see you lose weight first. This doesn't make sense.
And I was just like, okay. Second thing is this broccoli situation. We were going back and forth, and he was telling me what to eat. And he was telling me what kinds of foods I like, because he didn't want me to eat things I didn't like, obviously. So he didn't mention anything of fruits and vegetables. Not a single thing. And for some reason that shocked me, because I feel like a good nutritional diet is to have fruits and vegetables.
I feel like, I call bullshit. No doctor, I know this is 4 years ago, but it's getting me tight right now. I call bullshit. And there's no weight loss or nutritionist telling you that, or anybody in the weight loss community telling you that fruits and vegetables is not good for you. I call bullshit.
And I remember because I kept trying to because he kept just talking. It was he talked a lot about himself, which I enjoyed, because he was talking about a lot about his experiences and stuff. But he kept going off on something else
so
when he was trying to tell me what I was supposed to eat throughout the day. And for some reason, I even said this in the video before, he kept forgetting to tell me about what I should eat for dinners. And so finally, 3 different times, I was just like, So yeah, you didn't tell me what I have to do for dinner, and I felt kind of annoying, but like that was the thing. That was why I went there. He was supposed to, you know, tell me these things. He looked at me and he's like, so what do you think you should eat for dinner? And before I could even say anything, Becky was sitting and she was like, I'm thinking like chicken. He was like, exactly, you know, just a piece of meat. You can even go to McDonald's and have cheeseburgers if you wanted. Just take off the
bullshit. I call it bullshit. What doctor is she talking to? What doctor is she talking to? They acting up outside. What doctor? No, this is bullshit. No, I have like the thing about it is, my surgeon told me you need to cut out the fast food at once as much as you can. I ain't never said, oh, just go to McDonald's. She about to talk about McDonald's and talking about just a piece of meat. Like after my surgery, my surgeon strictly told me stay away from certain meats and everything else. Like I still can't digest skirt steak very well, you know, it kind of sits on me like a brick and it's very thin, so that's weird. But I don't think it's just a piece of meat. You got to have a good portions of fruits and vegetables and meats. Like they have given me an actual plate to measure my fruits, my vegetables, and my meat, my protein. And I think I'm going to be tight on this video. I know it was 4 years ago and I already react to her not going through it all over again, but bullshit.
But he wasn't mentioning like fruits and vegetables, and for some reason that just
what
like,
doctor did you go see?
So I was like, well, do I have, you know, stuff on the side? Do I have like veggies or whatever, like broccoli? And he was like, yeah, that's fine, but he was like, make sure you don't have a lot of it because it's filled with tons of carbs.
No.
And I was just like, okay. For some reason
I call BS because I feel like this doctor's not going to see her or saw this video of her being full of shit. I have never heard, like, Lynnda, this is the most I have cracked down on you, and I know this is 4 years ago, but we still on this unicycle that you still riding. But this does not make sense. As a weight loss surgery recipient, I know that all doctors think differently, but the one thing that I can tell you they think the same. The fruits, the vegetables, eat healthy meals, all that stuff. They're not going to give you a list unless you go to a nutritionist or a dietitian, because the thing about weight loss surgery is all one circle. You see the bariatric clinic, you see the weight loss doctor, you see a dietitian. It's all because that's what the dietitian does. They'll be like, okay, give you a list of things that you may like, and then you give you some ideas of what you can do to turn them into good meals for yourself and everything else. They're not there to give you a list. The surgeon is to see if you qualify for the surgery and to do the surgery. That's it. They're not here to give you a list of what you can and cannot eat. Besides what they'll tell you not to eat, that's going to be bad for your weight loss. That's it.
My gut kind of twisted a bit. You know how like when you should trust your instinct, trust your gut and your heart and what that says? I was like, okay, so he'd rather me eat, I'm not saying anything's wrong with like bacon and stuff, like have that in moderation, of course.
Sometime.
But he would rather me eat like sodium-filled beef jerky.
I don't think he said
and
that.
He'd rather me go to McDonald's and have a cheeseburger.
I don't think he
broccoli.
said that.
For some reason, that like churned me like, in my stomach. It like made me feel weird. But I ignored it because I was ready to listen to everything that he wanted me to do. So he told me to eat exactly what we planned out and not to do anything different. So I was like, okay, that's gonna be easy because that's what I like. I want someone to tell me exactly what I'm supposed to eat.
I think she's throwing food at him, and I guess he's like, maybe you can just try to taper it down and taper it out your life, because beef jerky, I don't think he said, oh, you can snack on beef jerky instead of these fruits and vegetables. No, I think you're throwing these ideas at him, and then he's like, okay, yes, maybe start to taper down off of it. But I have never seen, you can eat beef jerky but you can't eat broccoli. This is getting me and I'm getting mad because she's still on the same cycle.
But it's like, I feel like there's a right and there's a wrong. I asked him, should I log my food somewhere? Because he wanted me to stay under a carb limit. And he said, no, don't log your food. And in my head, I was like, then how do I know how many carbs I'm staying under? Because he gave me a specific number. And then I was like, well, should I count calories? And he was like, no, don't worry about calories because I don't want you to become obsessive or anything like that. Just follow exactly what I told you to eat. So I was just like, okay. I was really excited not to have to count.
Bitch, I'm sorry, girl. What? My doctor, my dietitian gave me a whole list of apps to put all my shit on so I know my calorie count. So I know you talking bullshit. I have never been this harsh on you, Lynnda, but this is bullshit. This is bullshit. If somebody can find a video for me, or I have to look to see of videos before this one to debunk This one, please find that out. Otherwise, I need to go do some digging because this sounds like bullshit.
Calories, because that is like
not one doctor will tell you not to count calories. I am so sorry.
But it does the job. I'm gonna be honest. Counting calories is like the #1 way of losing weight. So it was the next day and I was following plan exactly like he told me to do. And it was about the day was over halfway over. And normally I don't really like eating breakfast. You guys know this about me. So my day was kind of off kilter already because he wanted me to eat breakfast. So I was just following plan and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something he told me not to do. I decided to go on my Fitness Pal and I decided to log my food on there. Everything that I was going to eat that day, because everything...
I guarantee you he told you could go on my Fitness Pal. I think she's just trying to make this man, if it is somebody, look bad, or using him as a scapegoat to be an excuse to not do the diet or not follow through. Because I have not known no weight loss doctor to tell you not to count your calories, not to log it in, write it down, send by mail pigeon, Pony Express. I have never heard of any doctor tell you cannot count or log in your food. Okay? Like, and Lynnda, I know this old, but we still on this train, so that it's still kind of new, but it's new to me, but...
ready, set, and scheduled to go. And I still had dinner to eat. So I was logging my food, doing my thing, and I was excited. I was like, okay, I could probably eat like this every day. I don't have to eat tons of fruit and veggies. Like, okay, if I could lose weight and not have to eat those, cool. Oh. Because I should believe everything a weight loss doctor says, right? See, it sounds like I'm being like rude.
And you are.
This is just like how I feel for me and like my body and my situation. But anyways, so I logged everything and my sodium was over 4,000 milligrams.
You goddamn right it was.
I think it was at 4,600. I was about to say 46,000. I'd be dead. Yeah, it was at 4,600 milligrams. And that took me aback, especially because the calories. The calories versus the sodium completely shook me. It was like 720 calories. That was all I was going to eat every single day. And I was like,
this is crazy.
My eating disorder mind and like everything that's happened to me in the past with like food and like everything just like came rushing back, and I started thinking of Octavia and I started thinking of my binge eating disorder, and I was just like, what? 720 calories? I can't do it.
Thank you.
And it's not even just like, oh, but I can like stop eating that and add more of that to my diet and, you know, make sure I don't have as much sodium, but like higher my calories. I couldn't, because he told me distinctively, this is what you're going to be eating every single day. And I don't know. I want to know. DM me if you want. Is 720 calories every single day? Is that?
I guarantee you it wasn't no 720. The most they want you to do, especially, I think I go up to like my highest nowadays has been 1,800 to 2,000, but 2,000 is if it creeps. It's very rare, but I go up to 1,800, and sometimes that can be too much. I go 15, but if you literally at a weight loss doctor, they try to keep you 1,500, 1,200 to 1,500. Now this is why I really think she's using this doctor as a scapegoat, because no doctor in their right mind would tell you 720 calories is enough for you every day. She just using this man to say, you know what, it didn't fit right for me, so let me go back to the bullshit.
Okay for someone, especially when there's like really no fruits and no vegetables. It's all very like processed meat.
This makes no sense,
like that.
Lynnda.
It's like a lot of sodium. Is that like okay? So before anyone clocks me and they're like in the comments and they're saying, well, you eat, you know, tons of sodium on the daily basis anyways. You guys, I am trying my hardest to find a sustainable, doable, healthy, nutritious, not malnourished type of lifestyle. If I'm going to be starting a new diet plan and I truly have to like try every single day not to eat the junk that I want to eat and to become a healthier me and lose weight, I don't want to be doing something unhealthy.
And we're still doing stuff unhealthy.
You should trust your gut. And I have done this so many times. I know I'm annoying, hate me, I'm sorry, but it's just like, this is my life and my journey, and I'm trying to find what is right for me. And I know what's right for me, and it's like staring right at my face. It's just like, pick me. And it's just like, it's so obvious what's right for me. It's so obvious what works for me. I just have to do it. I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me. A lot of people are going to be upset with me, but I'm not following my doctor's plan anymore. I don't even think I'm ever going to see him again. I don't feel comfortable eating only 700
Okay, I'm
calories
done.
and having over 4.
Not rolling like they was still on it.
I did watch the little end of it. She's talking about the man told her to throw out the scale, which I don't think. I think she just used this man at that time to make an excuse of why she quit. And it was getting me tight because no weight loss doctor is going to tell you not to weigh yourself. They don't want you to weigh yourself all the time. Like, there are people that weigh themselves every day. If they come with that, cool. But if it's mentally triggering you, yes, don't do that. Don't do that. But with Lynnda, girl, like, I know this for years, but the thing about it is she's still over 500 to over 500 pounds. So obviously we learned nothing within 4 years. She keeps saying, I know what to do, but have not done it, besides lose girlfriends, to the fact that they have turned into your home caregivers, your Uber drivers, and everything else. And now you alone. Now you're relying on your mama. And you still not doing what you're supposed to do. But that is the end of that video. If you have any suggestions you want me to react to, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll be sure to check it out. Or you can go to my Instagram and send me a DM. And that is it. And I don't have to tell you what you need to do. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen. And if you stay to the end, thank you for coming around my way.
Sarate.